What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We were a Cooper Kupp injury away from an absolute smash of a day. We still profited a few units. I'm happy. Profit is profit in this business. I've got a couple of plays for you. Let's get into them. For me, this game is really all about the running backs. Some of these weeks, some of these matchups in these games really scream running back play, and this is one of those games. You've got Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson in a game. We know Saquon coming off of 3 touchdowns in the opening week. Bijan Robinson stuffed out of the end zone, didn't get a touchdown. However, had a great week, 111 all-purpose yards. I like something similar this week for Bijan, so I'm looking at his 100-plus rushing and receiving yardage prop. Bijan anytime touchdown, Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown. I think this is an interesting angle. Now, it's a plus 310. If you guys are playing this, please do me a favor. Don't play this for a full unit. This is a quarter to a half unit bet at most. There is some nice correlation here with the Bijan and Bijan stack here. Bijan touchdown and Bijan rushing and receiving yards. I like that angle. I like throwing in Saquon Barkley here as anytime touchdown. He's a minus 180 though, so too juicy to play as a straight bet. Now you've got a situation where Devontae Smith is going to have to step up into that #1 role because A.J. Brown was officially ruled out with a hamstring. Devontae Smith's prop was 4.5 receptions. Slightly juiced to the over, I think at a minus 135, minus 140. We've got that in the VIP channel. If you are a VIP member, I alerted that earlier in the week when you could play it. Now, his line is bumped to 5.5 without A.J. Brown. I don't know how much I love the 5.5. It should be fine. I think he got 8 receptions last week, even with A.J. Brown there. But I prefer the line that we got it at, of course, at 4.5. So if you want that line, you're going to have to alt it. And we can take a look at what that looks like. Now, I was looking at doing a little bit of a Devontae Smith parlay here. However, on all the books, any of the ones you can play it on, you're going to get taxed heavily. As you can see, Devontae Smith, 80-plus receiving yards is a plus 104 on FanDuel. Let's say I wanted to throw in his 5 or 6-plus receptions here. Look at this 6-plus. Barely moves the needle. Not even worth it, in my opinion. So if you like Devontae Smith to step up big in this game, you think he's going to get a lot of targets because he's the alpha in this offense right now, at least in the receiving game, then play his 80-plus or even his 100-plus or play his receptions prop, but playing them together, you're getting taxed and it's not worth it. Something that I think that could be interesting to attack in this game is actually the Eagles' passing defense. They allowed 252 yards in week 1, 2 passing touchdowns. Now I get it. It's a very small sample size. It's 1 week. However, Kirk had 1 passing touchdown last week, albeit on a broken play to Kyle Pitts where he got open in the bottom of the end zone. And then before that, though, leading up in previous games, Kirk had hit this line in 8 out of 10 games. He is, yes, different offense here. However, similar quality weapons, not the quality of Justin Jefferson. So I don't want anybody to hear that and hear me saying that Drake London is anywhere in the same stratosphere as Justin Jefferson, because that's not what I'm saying, because I do not believe that. I'm not even a Drake London guy. However, you've got Drake London, you've got Bijan Robinson, you've got Kyle Pitts, you've got Darnell Mooney. He has a large amount, a good amount of weapons on this team. I think that it is interesting to take a look at his over 1.5 passing touchdowns or his 2+ as it is here on DraftKings at a plus 150. Now, guys, if you're familiar with my video, you know I talk about building out your SGPs, your same game parlays with a purpose. You want to look at the game, try to determine what direction you think it's going to head, and then build out your parlays that fit that narrative. You think that the Eagles are going to win this game, get ahead, and then the Falcons have to play from behind the whole game? All right, well, then you're not going to take Bijan Robinson's rushing props. You're going to take maybe his receiving props and Drake London's receiving props. And maybe you're going to take a Kirk Cousins passing prop along with that, or a Kyle Pitts prop, or a Darnell Mooney prop. Those are the kinds of things you have to think about. If you think Atlanta gets out to a big lead, or if you think that they hang around in this game, well, then bring Bijan back into the mix, because if they're in this game, they're probably going to lean on him heavily as one of their best, if not their best skill guy in this offense, they're going to lean on him heavily. So you have to think about, how do I think this game's going to go? And then build out a parlay that supports that narrative. My goal here is not always just to give you free plays. My goal is to teach you the why behind the free plays and the how. And I hope you guys find that kind of stuff helpful. So here's an example of what that could look like. I've got Kirk Cousins 2+ passing touchdowns on the board. Well, if he gets 2+, who's getting his other one? Now, in an offense like the Atlanta Falcons, it might be a little bit more difficult to predict. But if you think Drake London gets one, well, now you've got 2+ with a Drake London touchdown, and that's a nice little plus 330. However, in this game, if you think that the Eagles are the ones that's going to score more, all right, well, then take a look at this. Go Jalen Hurts touchdown, Saquon Barkley touchdown for a 202, and run it back with Kirk passing yardage because he's in catch-up mode. And that's a plus 320. This is an example. I'm not playing this parlay right now, but here's an example of how you game script out and build an effective and successful SGP. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I've shown a lot of the plays that I like already in VIP. I've already talked about this game. I like Saquon Barkley's touchdown. I like Bijan Robinson's touchdown. I think the Eagles win this game. And then I might build out a little bit of an SGP around that. But otherwise, I'm not going to go too heavy into this game. It's just one primetime game. I'm going to build out something to sweat. I've already got a couple of single plays going off in this game. And that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. That is what will ensure that you never miss out on any of my plays. And that is what keeps me getting back here, because you guys are hungry and you're ready to watch the videos, because you're getting notifications turned on, hopefully, and getting notified when I go live at impromptu times like this sometimes. And comment on the video. Let me know what you guys like. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know what you want to see more moving forward. And remember, guys, bet smart and win more.